Battlefield 6 has arrived and people are loving it. A real military shooter with insane gameplay, absolute chaos, and more importantly, it actually looks like one. But I have a problem. I've never played a Battlefield game before. So I challenged myself to unlock the Battlefield 6 Platinum Trophy, something that, as of this recording, has been done by only 0.1% of players. To get the Battlefield 6 Platinum Trophy, I'll have to complete 43 other trophies, or in other words, challenges. Of those 43 challenges, 23 are done in the campaign and the other 20 in multiplayer. And with all that being said, let's get started with the campaign. Now for the difficulty. There is a trophy that requires you to do a certain mission on hardcore, but I didn't read it right, so I did the entire campaign on hardcore, which made things a lot harder than it needed to be and was pretty stupid. After that, before we head into the actual campaign, I had to spend like an hour getting my settings right because this game has the most complicated settings on the planet. It's time to start on the campaign, man. Let's go. Let's get it. So the Battlefield campaign takes place in 2028. What happens is that the NATO Secretary General ends up getting assassinated by this military organization called PAX. And in response, NATO does nothing. This causes a few countries to lose faith in NATO, and in total 12 walk away from the treaty. Many of the countries that left end up hiring PAX to fill their need for defense. And PAX is trying to take over while NATO is a mess. You start the campaign as a Marine named Murphy on a NATO military base. You can actually get your first trophy right at the start. So our first trophy is right here. This guy. All right, first one down. Did you see the trophy? I bet you didn't, because my dumbass put my face cam in the wrong spot. Sorry guys, I'm learning, but I'll be sure to put the trophy somewhere.
Anyone forget their dinosaur?
You're given orders to evacuate the NATO military base you're on because it's set to be peacefully taken over by PAX. Oh shit! Oh shit! Yo, they're attacking! Bro, what? Yo, we're a Marine. Okay, let's go, let's go, let's go. Reach it, go, go, go. God, no, something's blowing up. Shit. Oh, hell yeah, let's go. Come on, get me on this. So PAX attacks the base, and you have to escape with your team to a rendezvous point where we can get our next trophy. Right here.
Got an ID tag here.
ID tag. In the campaign, there's these dog tags that you can pick up that you'll get trophies for as you pick them up along the way. Once you regroup with other troops, you're given a task to defend a key cyber facility in the base. But because of PAX and their forces, you come to the conclusion that you have to blow it up so that they don't get the data inside. Nice. Yeah, one grenade and it's over, bro. Once you're done planting all the C4, you make your way to the roof, where you'll defend yourself against waves of enemies as you wait for exfil. Bro, if I die here, oh, we got in. Yep. Let it rip. Let's go, dude. Oh, dude, I fucking knew it. Oh my god, bro. Dude, I fucking got it. It was too good to be true, man. Oh my god. Let's go, Murphy. Come on, get up, boy. Oh shit. Oh shit. Let's go, Lord! Let's go, boys. Come on. Make your last stand. Come on, boys. Oh, are you serious? I'm already out? And I'm whipping, bro. Come on. Come on. God, I can't hit a shot, bro. I'm not helping. We're not done yet, boys. Come on. What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh my god, no, yo, they got a tank, yo. It might be wraps. Bro, what the fuck? Murphy does end up making it out of this as backup arrives after all of our friends are dead. We get our 2 trophies for completing the mission, and then we fast forward a year later. 1 year later. So the second mission starts with you breaking into your boss's CIA connection shady ally's house. The conversation leads to a flashback about a mission called Gibraltar. You play as this operator Gecko, love her. The goal is simple: destroy PAX's radar and anti-air defense so that the allied forces can move their assets into the region. That being said, there are some other trophies that you can get along the way. Oh my gosh. Land. All right, nice. We're good. We're good.
Fuck that.
Oh god. This is where our next one is though.
Given all the other shit, it'd take a certain
There we
time.
go, another trophy. Next, we can unlock our first hidden trophy. As you're making your way to the objective, you go through an underground museum. In that museum, there's a hallway where Pax is waiting to ambush you. In that hallway, there's a bunch of mannequins. If you destroy 10 of the mannequins, you unlock the trophy, Efficiency. 4, 5, 6. It's so funny how my teammate's literally gonna die and I have to shoot fucking mannequins. All right, we got it. Nice. Efficiency. After that, you make your way out the museum and push up towards the anti-aircraft artillery and destroy the first objective. All right, let's get out. All right, Carter, you ready? Yes, I am. After that, reinforcements pull up and we get our next trophy, Liquidator. We're getting 50 headshot kills in the campaign. The front door, brother. The Liquidator. You then regroup with your allies and make your way towards the radar, which you also blow up. And that's the end of the second mission. You start mission 3 on a boat as Murphy. And with armored boats, you're making your way onto the shores of Gibraltar. On your way there, we can get our second secret trophy. If you destroy 3 floating mines on your way to the shore, you unlock the trophy Deep 6. 2, I need one more. 3, there we go, there it is. Once you make it ashore, your boat turns into a tank and you push your way into the city. Friendlies in the air, okay. Oh my, yo, bro! Oh god, I was supposed to protect those guys. I feel bad. Oh my god. Holy shit. Oh yeah, there we go. There's the backup. There we go, boys. This was completely my fault, bro. This was completely my fault. So now you and a lot of allied forces have made it onto the ground of Gibraltar. Something that is possible because of what you did in the second mission. 1, what you're trying to do here is eliminate Pax and take control of the island because it's a kind of power position. 2 is gather intel. So far throughout the campaign, Pax has been ahead of NATO the entire time. And the assumption is that there's some kind of leak and you're here to find out how they're getting that information. It's an SSE. I don't know what we're looking for, man. You didn't even look at anything. You just looked at the table. Yo, I fuck with Carter though. I'm kind of confused what we did there. Like we took back. Yo, that was Gibraltar. Shout out Gibby. I don't really know what we did there. So you guys take back Gibraltar, but you ultimately find nothing. So it comes back to the present, and Murphy and his team are assuming that their connection, Mills, is withholding information from them. So from my understanding, they come to the conclusion that Pax has some kind of technology that allows them to be completely hidden and undetectable by radars and any kind of surveillance systems. So like their whole team's running Ghost, Ninja, Cold-Blooded, the whole thing. And Murphy knows that Pax themselves and the countries they work for don't have the technology to create that kind of tech. So that's the question, where are they getting it from? And in terms of the leak, it's assumed it's this guy named Salim that works with Mills, who's in Egypt, and we'll meet soon. So the next mission is Night Raid. You're in Egypt behind enemy lines and you're trying to get to Salim and get to the bottom of what's going on. And it's your classic night ops, don't get caught type of mission. And there's a secret trophy you can get if you complete the entire mission only using pistols, throwing knives, and gadgets. Once you make it to the compound where Salim is being held, you cut the power to execute an ambush. And then right here. There we go. Got another one. So you keep on making your way through the compound until you eventually get to the room where Salim is being held. By the time you get in, Salim has been tortured and he is ultimately dead. Because he dies instantly, we don't know what he did or didn't tell them. But somehow Murphy, by looking at him, knows that whatever they're looking for is in his thumb.
It's the thumb. What? He's a tech guru.
No shot. They're actually gonna make me do it, aren't they? Oh shit. Oh. Now that you got your tech guru's thumb, it's time to exfil. At this point, you are discovered, so you have to fight your way out. Doing this with only a pistol was really annoying, but definitely possible. So after you're done Night Raid, you come back to the present, and it's really obvious at this point that Mills is hiding a bunch of information from you. And it turns out that Salim wasn't really a good guy at all. He was helping Pax pull off this attack on Brooklyn, and at the same time, he was selling information to Mills that they could do it undetected. And then Mills reveals that the data center that was in Georgia, the place of the first first mission was actually the technology or the system that allows packs to get into friendly territory completely undetected, and that's what Murphy and all his boys died for. And even though they destroyed it, the monster got out the bag, and now Pax is using it against them. Yeah, nah, dude, Mills is a complete bitch. Quick thing before we keep going. As you can see, my trophies are at 10 out of 43, which is wrong. I didn't get 4 of them on recording because they wouldn't pop immediately, and when they did, I wasn't recording at the time. But the 4 that weren't on video were Devil in the Dark for completing Night Raid, Sidearm Savant for completing Night Raid only using knives, pistols, and gadgets, Armor Annihilation for destroying 10 vehicles in single player, and One Stone for killing 3 enemies with 1 grenade in single player. Back to the video. No Sleep is the next mission. So again, this is a flashback about the attack on Brooklyn that they were talking about before, and it is presumed that Pax is going to launch a missile attack on the city. We get information that they have an HQ within the city in an apartment, and we have to find it, break in, and stop the launch. Along the way, we find a sledgehammer, and we can use it to get a hidden trophy. Oh, I got it. Oh, so it doesn't have to be in one life. We get to Pax's HQ and it's empty. No consoles, no transmitters for the launch, but we do have a FaceTime call with Battlefield Conor McGregor. Also the main villain, Kincaid. Through some investigating, we find that the real controls for the missiles are in the subway stations on a train. We do what we can to stop the train, but ultimately fail, leading to us having to bomb the bridge in order to stop the train. We then have to search the wreckage, trying to find the transmitters so that we can stop the launch. It's there that we find out that they were using the technology they had to use our own warships against Brooklyn. We do what we can and we stop the main strike, but a few missiles do get through. We end up getting hurt pretty bad, but Carter's okay, and that's the end of the mission. Kind of. So it turns out that evil Conor McGregor's real plan wasn't to bomb Brooklyn, but to go after the president, who for some reason is in Brooklyn. So then Carter miraculously heals, and the team gets in a car to protect the president from Kincaid and Pax. So you start the next mission in a car with the team heading towards the president's motorcade. Once you get close, you find that it's surrounded by Pax. Here we can find another hidden trophy if we manage to get 6 headshots in a row. Oh my god. 2. Oh, there it is. Okay, I died immediately. So you make your way to where the president's being held in a fire station. You try calling in an evac on the roof to get him out of there, but you can't because of drone operators nearby. You track down where the drones are coming from in a park. Once you take them out, you then escort the president to a new evac location, but then Pax drops a building on your head and you're sent back to the subway. So you fight your way out the subway and then regroup with the president's motorcade and allies to try to get the president out of Brooklyn. You fight off Pax and the president gets out via boat, and then you have to witness the most confusing random cutscene of all time. Yeah.
Split up. Cut him off.
I can't leave. Bro, what the? Bro, what is happening? What?
Beg for someone to save you.
Yo, Connor, chill.
Get your corners.
Connor, no! Bro, what am I? Dude, this is ass. You just let us live? Yo, Carter, chill, bro. Dude, no way that's how they did Carter. There's no way that's how they did Carter, bro. You're trolling me. What? So we come back to the president and we meet Hemlock, some special forces operative that's now a part of the team. It comes to light that Kincaid and Carter used to work together and they were connected through Mills, and that now Kincaid's like a rogue shinobi, and Murphy's implying that Mills knew about this and she could have stopped it, and Mills is obviously denying everything. They have operators coming in, so they have to deal with that, and the cutscene ends. Rest in peace, my boy Carter, man. They did him dirty. So the next mission isn't really related to the main story that much. So you're basically just taking back Egypt from Pax using tanks, which is pretty dope, but it has no real implication to like what's going on in the story, just another side of the war, I guess. But there is still a few trophies we can get. Talking about trophies, our account is a little messed up because of the dumbass editor, so let's fix that. There we go. So for the one hidden trophy on this mission, it's called Roadside Assistance, and what you have to do is just collapse an overpass using a tank. And I always thought that people were exaggerating when they said that it's really hard to drive tanks and planes in Battlefield, but I now know that they are speaking facts. Why can't I move? Why the fuck can't I move? Why can't I move? I don't get it. Why the fuck won't Roadside? Okay, we got it. Bro, what the fuck? Why can't I move? I did end up struggling quite a bit, but we did end up finishing the mission and getting a trophy. I High roller. After the mission, we come back to the present and we can see a bunch of pack soldiers closing in on the house. Of course, the boys take care of it, and that's that. So your next mission is the second last, and it's in Tajikistan where Pax's main base is. And it's really similar to Gibraltar, where you're basically setting the table for a larger scale attack later on in the next mission. And it's an open world mission where you're going to these different data link sites, destroying them, take down Pax's local network. And along the way, there's a trophy you can get if you scan 50 enemies with your drone. And there's the trophy. But once you take out the first 3 data links, it's pretty easy. The last one's a lot further into the base, and you have to get through a bunch of Pax forces to get to there. Once you destroy it though, you realize that the whole system's rebooting, and that you basically just took out the side pieces, but the main thing is still up. They come to the conclusion that they're gonna have to blow up the dam to get to the main unit, but on the dam, there's these AAAs that you yourself are gonna have to take out in order to get air support in. Once you take care of the AAAs, you call in air support, and you get a pretty cool cutscene. Oh my god. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, shit. Oh my gosh. Oh, fuck, they're chasing. He's not gonna make it. Are we outrunning a dam? Oh my god. Block move. Yo. So we come back to the present and get our trophy for completing the mission, and then the best moment in the entire game happens. It comes to light that the thing that Mills was hiding from everybody was that she actually has people working with her to destroy Pax from within. But the people who claim to be working with her are the same people who are like orchestrating all the atrocities. For example, your boy Connor. And whether she meant for that to happen still hasn't been revealed yet. So now for the final mission. You and the Allied forces are making your way onto Pax's main military base in Tajikistan. On your way there, you take out an outpost, and as you're breaking through, you get comms that Pax is about to launch 3 nuclear warheads at major cities in Europe. So you and your team bolt through a literal battlefield to the hangars where these nuclear missiles are about to launch. You get to the first one before it starts mixing, so you can take it down pretty easily. That's not the case for the other 2. You and your team head to the second one via tank and leave the third one to your allies. There's also a hidden trophy you can get here if you manage to shoot down a helicopter while going to the next launch site, which shockingly I actually did. Where is it? This. I need to shoot this. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. Once you get there, you realize that the missiles already started mixing. So in order to stop the launch, you have to pierce the casing. The result of which will either stop the missile or cause it to explode. So you guys take the risk and the missile stops, but your allies aren't as lucky. Oh my god, theirs blew up. Oh my god, theirs blew up. With the 3 nukes taken care of, all that's left is to get to Kincaid, who is hiding in a bunker filled with Pax soldiers. Along the way, we pick up our final dog tag and get another trophy. Let's go, dude. So eventually, after mowing down a bunch of soldiers, you do get to Kincaid's front door, and then we get another goated cutscene. Oh, that's him. Oh! Oh! And it's here where it's revealed that Pax was a CIA-backed project, which is implied that it went rogue, but the plan initially was to cause chaos and eventually take over, I guess. But now we basically know that Pax was a CIA project gone wrong, or gone too far, really. It's also here where Kincaid meets his end. Hemlock. And now keep in mind that this entire time Mills has been on comms and she's hearing everything, and she now knows that she's fucked because, again, she was CIA, she's been backing all this. So what does she do? Decides to call in a nuke on you guys. But of course, you know, the boys lived through it. And then we got our trophy for finishing the campaign. And then again, we're brought back to the present. So at this point, they figured everything out, and Mills is still not denying everything, but claiming that it wasn't her intention for things to go down the way it did. But ultimately, she gets what she had coming to her. And that's the end of the story. So now that we were done with the campaign, it was time for multiplayer. We got 25 trophies done in the campaign, leaving 18 left in multiplayer. 17 really, because one of them would be the platinum trophy. There is one thing I want to say about the multiplayer trophies. When the game first came out, you were able to get all the trophies in multiplayer in private matches against bots, making it pretty easy to finish out the rest of the challenges. And I just want to make one thing clear, we're not doing that. You know, we're going old fashioned. I don't care how much I gotta rage, how hard it is, we're getting it against real people. Mark my words, I would never do anything like that. And then now looking at the multiplayer trophies themselves, out of the 17, they're split into like different sections of the game. So you got 3 which are related to your level. You have 3 trophies related to the game modes, 4 trophies related to the operator classes, and the rest of them are about kills or just other random things you have to do in the game. As someone who's never played Battlefield before, I just started with the game mode trophies, and the one I chose to start with was Conquest. So the Conquest challenge was to capture 128 objectives, and to give you an idea about the game mode, you're on this gigantic map and it's 32v32, and there's these points and you fight over them to capture them until somebody wins. One of my boys told me, who got the game before me, he said that you cannot play this like Call of Duty, and if you try to, you're gonna get your ass beat. Bro might have been right. I can't hold you guys. At the start, I was struggling. Oh my days. What do I even do to that? Oh my god, what the fuck? Okay, man, alright. Play with your team and play slow. That is the goal for today. Whether or not we're actually gonna do that is a different story. Oh, behind me. Bro, are we like, okay, bro? Oh my god, he's just gonna kill me, bro! Oh shit. Oh shit. What the fuck? Let's turn left. No. Counter. Locked. Are we good? Oh my god, what is happening? I don't have any countermeasures. We're locked. Oh shit. Bro, how the fuck do you drive that? My COD brain was not doing too hot, but that didn't stop me from getting my first trophy. Hey, we got it. But once I started slowing it down a bit, actually playing a role and trying to play more with my team, I started having a lot more fun. Coming. I'm coming. Come on. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. Bitch, smoke out. We good. We good. We good. Just everybody stay up. There's a fucking tank here. Oh. Oh my god. Oh my god. No, they need me. Why am I running away? Fortnite. Back down. At this point, I really was just grinding Conquest, going for those 128 captures, and along the way, I got 2 trophies, one for hitting level 9 and the other for hitting level 14. It did take me a lot longer than it should have, but eventually, I did get it done. Oh my god, he finally caught it. So the next game mode trophy I would go for would be for Breakthrough. And if you never played it, it's like Control and COD. There's 2 teams, one on offense, one on defense. And the team on offense has a limited amount of lives and the team on defense has unlimited. And in order to win, say you're on defense, you have to deplete the offensive team's lives before they capture the point. And the way it works is that the team on offense, if they were to capture a point, gets a certain amount of lives refreshed and then there's a new set of points. And the way the offense wins is that if they capture all the points through 3 to 4 rounds, they win. And it's honestly my favorite game mode. It's really fun, and it would honestly be damn near perfect if it wasn't for those goddamn tanks. I had to get 41 captures or defends in order to get the trophy. It took me a while, but we got it. And along the way, I got my last level related trophy by hitting level 25, and another for committing 414 acts of valor, which to this day I have no idea what is. After that, it was time to go for the last game mode related trophy, which was for a game mode called Rush, and I did it in a private lobby against bots.
Mark my words, I would never do anything like that.
I lied.
I don't want to hear it. I'm not even gonna explain the game mode. I'm not wasting my breath. Fuck Rush. And if you like Rush, you can frig off. All right, you frig off, Randy. A little hiccup there, but now it's time for the class trophies. And I'm gonna be starting with Assault, which in order to get, I'll have to get 5 rapid kills 5 times. Oh my god, we got it. I need to shot this guy. No, why would I reload? Fuck! What's the point of me having the fucking attachment on if I'm just gonna lose fights anyway? Oh! Oh! Alright, what the fuck? I got it. Next up, I did the recon class where I would have to get 250 sniper kills, which was really fun. I really enjoyed sniping in this game. Ooh! Oh, there we go. After that, I did engineer, where all I had to do was repair 2042 damage on vehicles, which was easy, got done in one game. And there's Wrench Monkey. And now, lastly, support. And for the support trophy, I would have to get 1,996 revives. So what I did, instead of just focusing on that mountain of revives, which is by far the most time-consuming trophy, was that I would grind the rest of the trophies while playing support the whole time. So things like getting 5 kills with LMGs without reloading. It didn't take that long. 1, 2, 3. I hate life. You motherfucker, they're both here. 4. Okay, I need 1 kill. And there it is. Nice. That was quick. I got my next trophy for getting a kill with a vehicle. Ah, I got it. Fuck! Next up is my favorite trophy in the entire game, which is dealing 2,000 damage to enemy vehicles with demolition charges, aka C4. Fuck yeah! Oh. Oh, got it! Let's go! Now for the worst trophy in the entire game. It's called First Blood, and I would have to get 10 takedowns or assassinations in one multiplayer game. And my god, this shit felt impossible. And I'm gonna be honest, I tried to do it in a bot lobby, but the bot lobby wasn't working. I had to figure it out in a multiplayer lobby, but then a miracle happened. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Do it again. Oh my god. Oh my god. Do it again. Oh my god. Let's fucking go! Vote this trophy! Oh my god, I hate this fucking game. From here, we had 3 trophies left. One was the platinum trophy itself, another was the medic trophy, and the last was the trophy for getting 6 headshots in one game with pistols. There is a pistol in this game that can one tap to the head, but I didn't have it yet. So what I did was that I grinded out the rest of my revives until I hit level 48 to unlock the magnum, and then I would ultimately go for the final trophy. Oh my god, it's over. It's over. It's over. Oh my gosh. And after a bit more grinding, we got to level 48, got the magnum, and all that was left was 6 headshots, and I would have the platinum trophy. But the clip has no audio.
I'm sorry.
I won't make that mistake again, but in the end, we did get it done. And that's the video. I unlocked the Battlefield 6 Platinum Trophy as a complete beginner. If you made it this far, thank you, and let me know what you thought about it in the comments. More content on the way, and that's about it. I'm Aaron Abby. Take it easy, guys.